guys, thanks for watching my tutorial today. So I just wanted to show you, I've just recently done a video with these two little animal treat boxes. So I've themed them to be given to your pets for Easter. So we can give little silly treats to our lovely furry friends as well. But I love the Stampin' Up. Let me just grab it, I left it over the other side. Oh, there it is. The Stampin' Up Avant-Garden celebration stamp set, and it is going to be coming to an end as of tomorrow, and you know, I'll be using it. Obviously I'm not a Stampin' Up demonstrator, but it won't be available anymore, so I just wanted to use it a bit more because I know as soon as this finishes there'll be more things that I like, and then slowly that gets pushed to kind of the bottom of the pile. So I have put together my own DSP, which I absolutely love. Really colourful, and I've used the, again, I've put everything over the other side, my Tempting Turquoise, my Daffodil Delight and my Pink Passion colours to do this one. And it's just, I find it really relaxing and therapeutic to do my own paper, just stamping away. And then what I've done is I've just cut out one of each colour of the petals, or this particular flower, which is this one here. And then I've just stamped this sentiment with my stitch framelets, which is the one to someone who makes others so happy. So I'm just going to make this same box, this little treat box, and I'm going to do it with the Avant-Garden stamp set. So you will need a piece of card. You need your back there as well. So this piece of card is just slightly a shorter piece of an A4. So it's 11 by 4 1/4. Sorry, 4 1/4. It's 11 by 8 1/4. Okay, and then you need this piece of white card, and this measures 2 1/4 by 5 3/8, and then you'll need a little sentiment and whatever it is paper you're using, just something similar to complement, which is going to be replacing this kind of design that I've done here. Okay, so grab your scoreboard, and oh, actually as well you need a tab. I forgot to cut my tab out, but you need a white little tab to measure 1 1/2 by 2 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so remember that one as well, and I'll do mine in a minute. So you are first of all going to be scoring along your 11-inch side. Just bring it in there. Okay, so you're going to score at 2 1/2, 5, 7 1/2 and 10. So you should have an inch tab at the end there. Okay, and then rotate that onto the 8 1/4 side, and you are going to score again at 2 1/2, and then at 5 3/4. Where am I? Yeah, 5 3/4. Now what you're going to do is you're going to score down past that first score line, down past the second score line, but then stop when you get to that third score line. Then hover your score tool in a straight line, continuing down. Let me just make sure I'm in the picture here. Okay, so I've just scored down to this third score line, and I'm just going to hover it all the way down, straight as possible, and join again to finish, she says, that score line. There we go. If you want to use a ruler, just to make sure that you've got that completely straight. Let me just check there. Yeah, okay. Because basically this is your back panel here. I'll show it on that one. So it's just a smooth back panel, so that is that piece there. Okay. So yeah, all the way down past the first score line, past the second score line, stop at the third, then bring it down, and then just finish that end one on that 1-inch tab. Okay. So pop your scoreboard away, and then we need to burnish some of the sides. Now you won't be able to do this one here because obviously it doesn't go across that bit, but you can do it once we've cut. You can still burnish those sides. So along that one, and then you can do that end tab and you can do those and that one and that last one. So all you can't burnish is that line there, because obviously you don't want to make any creases through that piece. Okay, so now we can cut. So you've got your tab on the left hand side. If you just cut up to that first score line and then across the other score line there, and just cut that tab out. Okay, and then just again cut up all of these 2.5 inch squares just to that first score line. Okay, like so, and then rotate it so you got your tab on your right hand side, and then just come down. I just want to check something there. What have I done? Done that right one? Sorry, I'm just checking something in my head. 2.5, 5. Yeah. I think I've done a different measurement. Yeah, I have. Okay. So it's fine because this is now going to be a little bit smaller. So I gave you the, what did I do? Sorry, I just want to check this. I've got a feeling, no, it is correct. So I done it at 2.5 and then 5. Oh, it wasn't 5 3/8, it was 5 3/4. It's my fault. I've done the wrong scoring there. So I will put a little note up on the video that it's 5 3/4 before you get to this point. So you will be at the right point when you watch this video, but I am just going to change this ever so slightly. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got a 2.5 inch tab. So let me just make sure I've got this correct. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4. So mine, I'm just going to trim mine down ever so slightly. So I will put a little thing up when you come to getting the cards, the size, sorry, the scoring, sorry, and I will just raise it. I'll just put, sorry, I've just completely thrown myself. I'll put a little speech bubble up just to make sure that you score at 5 3/4 and not 5 3/8 like I did. Okay, so I've just adapted mine there, so don't worry about what I've just done. So you're back here with your tab on your right hand side, and then you just want to cut up that one and then cut down that one there, and then just make sure when you're doing this one, because this is your back panel, you just want to make sure you've got none of that kind of score line showing, because you know when you get that this kind of raised lumpy bit when you cut, because this bit's going to be visible. You just want to, like for this example, I've got this one here, I'm just going to cut to the left of it so it's not visible at all there. Okay, and again, just because I've had to add that score line, you won't have this, because you will have the right, you'll have that nice edge anyway. So that's that piece, and then just cut that last end tab out like so. Just shear off the edges a little bit there, just so it's nice to fold in. And then what you can do now is you can just burnish all of these 3 tabs that you couldn't have done before, and that is everything there. So let me just check, this is gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna have to trim off the end there as well, but that's fine. And you don't want white, you want a colour that is going to match. So hold on one moment. Okay, so you can see what I've just done. I've coloured that white piece. I've just not blended because it's all the same colour, but I've just covered it with the Pink Passion that I've used to stamp the paper. So again, I will put a little speech bubble when I say at the beginning you need a piece of white cardstock measuring blah blah blah. You actually need it to be a colour that's going to complement whatever the pattern is that you are using. So let me just, there we go, just use that side there. So I'm just going to pop a bit of double-sided tape onto the back of this. So see, we do make mistakes and stuff, and I don't like to, I like to keep my videos, you know, as kind of in their raw form, just to show that, and plus when we make the mistakes it's good to find ways to kind of adapt them, which I have done. So I'm not gonna, you know, throw it away in a huff because I got it wrong. I just look at ways to make it fit. So you will all have the right measurements, and I've just adapted mine. So right, so I've just obviously coloured this and corner punched it. Before I stick that down, actually, I'm just going to corner punch this one here as well. Just think it just gave it a little bit of a nice finish, but don't worry if you don't have it, because it will still look fine as long as you've got really nice edges cut. So just line up this just so you've got a nice kind of 1/4 of an inch border, like so. Just going to tidy up that edge there. There we go. And then on your tab you just want to apply some tape on the outer side and get it as close to the edge there, okay, as possible. Take that off and then fold your card in half and just kind of bring it to that point, and it will sit perfectly because all your score lines are straight. And then you will have a nice tube. Okay, then we're just going to stick the bottom. So I just lift that one up. That's the back. So this front one you want to stick down last on your base. So all I do is fold the other back one, and just with a bit of my Tombow or any fuse, anything, just roughly stick it all down. Don't worry that you're not putting any pressure on yet, because we're going to turn it upside down. Like so. And then put the last piece on, and then turn it upside down, grab your ruler and just push down from the inside. And this stuff dries pretty quick, and we'll just give a really strong finish to that base. Okay. And there you will see it all coming together. So now what we need to do is add our tab. So I'm just going to quickly cut mine. Okay, so I've got my tab. Again, I've just blended this, coloured it, sorry, with my inks just so it matches. So you just want to score this one on the 1.5 inch side. You just want to score it 3/4 of an inch, so just down through the middle, along that 1.5 inch side. And then just on one of the sides, again, I'm just using my corner punch, like so. And fold it in half. Oh, just moved, like so. And then that is going to stick inside, like so. Okay, so you just want to add some sticky tape here. That's where we put that on. There we go. And then just hold it, so that's at the back, hold this facing towards you and just line it up with that score line with the top of that square there. Okay, that's what you should have. And then you can just fold all that in, and then that will give you a really nice close. And because you've rounded off the edges, it just glides it in to close really easily. Okay, so that's all in place. Now all I need to do is just decorate. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to do something like that, and then that can kind of sit on the top like so. So I'm going to stick the flowers down first. So I'm going to grab, I've just got a scrap piece of my foam sticky, so I'm just going to cut them all down. I can use those, so I'll stick the pink one down first. So let's see, so that's going to be up there. So we do that one like so, and I'll do the yellow one. I love these colours, they're just really, they pop. And to be fair, any colour you use with this particular stamp, it just works with anything. It's a really nice, really lovely stamp. Oh. Look at that. They're so fiddly now. I've cut them this small. I can just about grab them with my nails. There we go. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm just trying to look over and not get my head in the camera. So I'll pop that one there. And then that's going to kind of just sit in slightly behind. So I just need 2 of these along the bottom. So I'll put one there. And one there. Okay. Try not to get that to stick down first. Just bend it on its side. Don't want it to cover the writing. There we go. And there you have it. A really cute, lovely little treat box. Big enough for some lovely chocolates or a nice piece of jewellery. Anything you want there. So just be careful with those edges when you close it. There you have it. So I've only got this one because I originally showed you these, but those are the other ones that I've done. Yours will be this height, so yours will measure the 3 3¼ Mine is 2 7/8 of an inch, so I just had to doctor mine a little bit, but I hope you still liked the video. If you did, please hit the like button, and as always, please subscribe to the channel to see more of my ideas and designs. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi everybody, it's Sam at Mixed Up Craft. Thanks for watching my tutorial today. So I'm going to be showing you how to make this really nice little treat box. I've done a video previously with the little dog and cat treat boxes that I've done. So I've done one for our furry friends, and then I started stamping some more DSP paper and with the Avant-Garden Stampin' Up set, and thought, why don't I make the same treat box because I've got someone in mind I'd like to give this to. So this is using the Avant-Garden Celebration stamp set, and I've just used this one down here, which is beautiful. Been really, really popular. Lots of people like this one. But unfortunately, you won't be able to get it anymore because the celebration has now ended. But I, unfortunately, as much as I would love to be, I'm not a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So I will continue to use this anyway. So if you had that one, brilliant. If not, something similar just to create this design. And the colours here that I've used, the stamps, are Pink Passion, Tempting Turquoise and Daffodil Delight. Okay, so the reason I'm just talking through, I've actually trying to explain something. So I've already made this. I've now done this video at the end to put at the beginning of the video because I made some score line mistakes. So I corrected them through the video, which you will see in a moment, but I just wanted to just explain the score lines in case when I know when some people watch a video and then the person says, so you need to score here, here and here, they maybe look down on their paper and write it down and don't see the speech bubble that I would have put up on the video explaining the correct score lines. So I just wanted to verbally say them as well as put a little speech bubble up. So when you come to score this, so the card that you're using is 11 by 8 1/4. So along your 11-inch side, you will score at 2.5, 5, 7.5 and 10. And then when you score along the 8 1/4 side, you will score at 2.5 and 5 3/4. Now you will hear me in the video say 5 3/8. Okay, so that is wrong. You will score along the 8 1/4 side at 2.5, 2.5 and 5 3/4. Okay, so I just wanted to verbally say that, as well as you will see a little speech bubble pop up as well. But I hope you enjoy the video and enjoy. Yeah, bye.